What's up everybody, Emperor John Kill 3D Gaming here, and I never thought that I would ever have to make a video on one of my favorite YouTubers, Fritanga, but if people say something stupid with little to no information to back up what they say, and they just go based off, well, I think it's a good idea at the time, I think it warrants them to be criticized, okay? Doesn't matter how big or small someone's following is, you are open to being criticized or your points being dismantled if they aren't fully educated at best, or at least in the field of what you're talking about. And what field is that? That is in terms of Spider-Man 2. And no, this is not going to be about Game of the Year type stupid shit. Like, I really don't care. And believe it or not, Spider-Man 2, though it's a great game, isn't my personal game of the year. And I still haven't got the chance to play Baldur's Gate 3. I got to change that pretty soon. And Star Wars Jedi Survivor is my game of the year. Anyway, that's besides the point. Fritanga and his fanboys, so to speak, on Twitter have been creating ridiculous posts about Spider-Man 2. Things that don't even accurately represent what they're saying or represent the game very well. And what do I mean by that? It's talking about, I guess, the scene with Mary Jane taking an attack for Peter against Venom later on in the game. Spoiler alert if you haven't got that far. But if you know the scene, then you know what I'm talking about. So, his tweet is very dumb and disingenuous. It's like, he says, I don't understand how people don't grasp how stupid a scene is. It'd be like a civilian trying to take a bullet for Wolverine. It's clear Fritanga does not follow any of the Spider-Man comics outside probably watching any of the movies, playing the games, and the Spider-Man animated series, or watching some of the animated series. Now, the thing about it is, other characters who were human in some of the better Spider-Man storylines, I'm not saying every Spider-Man storyline is perfect, and saying that Spider-Man 2's story was bad and it's full of woke nonsense is just misinformation and disingenuous at best. I think when people use the term woke, they don't even know the term anymore. They don't even use it correctly or know what they're using it for. They're just like, well, I don't like this, I'm going to label it as woke. So, if anybody uses woke or I catch them using woke, it just automatically discredits anything they're saying, and I won't give too much into it, besides just saying, well, if it's woke, why are you bother playing it? And if you play a game or judge a game without playing it or understanding its context, then your points fall flat even further. So, in the comic books, or in any of the comic books, there have been instances where not only Mary Jane or other characters have taken literally bullets or have gotten in the way of attacks for Spider-Man. Why? It's because A, doesn't matter if he's a superhero or not, or if he has powers or not, or if Mary Jane had powers or not, a loved one is going to take an attack for you. Doesn't matter the threat, or doesn't matter how big and destructive or scary someone like Venom can be, you can see Mary Jane wanting to take the hit for the person she loved. You know, and using Wolverine in this context is dumb because Wolverine has a better healing factor than Spider-Man. Spider-Man can still be hurt by bullets. Yes, not as much, and he can be grazed by bullets, but taking a bullet or a stab in a vital area will cause some serious harm. And it's Venom. Venom would have probably done some serious damage to Peter, and you're probably going to say, well, Mary Jane should have been damaged and this, that, da, 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 da. Well, think about it. She's not thinking about that in that point in time. You have to look at it from the perspective of the characters. If you're not looking at it from the mindset of the character, then you're not going to understand it and you're going to misinterpret the whole thing. So, more so about this is not only that, there's people are going to say, or Fritanga will say, well, she took a hit from Venom, she shouldn't be alive. You do realize the symbiote goes based off of the host. So if Harry's intention was to incapacitate, not to hurt or to cause serious lethal harm, then an attack like that can be softened and blown. We have seen characters in Marvel who shouldn't be able to tank attacks, but it's also because the villain or said person creating an attack of such high magnitude can reduce the output of the attack or choose how much power they put in to the attack. And let's just say she did get some severe damage. Do you see how quickly Venom pulls her away and puts the symbiote on her? So whatever damage she has or was building up to instantly healed. That's the one thing about a symbiote. A symbiote will heal all damage that you have sustained. So it's not like it's even really a big deal or should be something that should be critiqued or people worth complaining about. You know, the whole Mary Jane controversy about the game, like most of the controversies about this game have just been utterly stupid and utterly retarded and being used to console war from both PC and Sony fanboys. You know, just because you play a game on a particular platform or an exclusive game, that does not make you a fanboy. So, a lot of people who partake in these console wars are just moronic idiots, and I don't think they should be given the time of day. But when they spread information, misinformation, you got to give them the time of day, unfortunately. Oh, wait a minute, it's not daytime right now, it's nighttime when I'm filming this. So, time of night, time of day. God, I don't even give a damn about that part. But yeah, it's just, it's insane. Mary Jane in the game, does it really matter of that scene? There are so many things that people could pick out or nitpick in this game. I mean, Lord knows I'll be the first one to tell you this ain't a perfect Spider-Man game by no means. But compared to other Spider-Man games, I would at least place this as number 2 behind, actually number 3, between the original Spider-Man 2, Web of Shadows, and then this one. Maybe Friend or Foe at number 4, but that's besides the point. Fritanga, look, if you're going to make any points about Spider-Man, at least make sure they're concrete. You know, just saying, pulling a nitpick like that doesn't mean much to the majority of people who are playing the game. I mean, you speak as if you've actively played the game. Now, if you have, okay, I can't judge you for that. But if you haven't played the game, then how do you understand? How do you know the situation or the circumstances behind that scene? And I'm pretty sure you'll be like, oh, well, I can just watch it. That's the thing. No. Playing something and watching something are completely two separate entities. You know, I used to get judged for saying, oh, how can you judge Last of Us Part 2 if you didn't play it? Just because I didn't buy the game, that doesn't mean I didn't play the game. And I regret playing it. The moment I got done playing it, I gave it back to my sister. And I was like, yeah, never again. So, look, Frit, I like you. You're an entertaining fella. But you're starting to fall more to the wayside of these fandom menace channels who just want to bitch about everything because it fits the grift. And I'm not saying that you're becoming a grifter, but some of how your actions have been, like when it comes to certain videos or comes to certain posts about certain things, yeah, it's very grifter-ish. You know, I wouldn't want you to become a grifter like the quartering, like Heels versus Babyface, like any of these guys, because I think you're much better than that, and you're much more entertaining than that. But look, I could be misinterpreting the whole situation, but I feel that you not understanding a lot of the context within this game itself, because that's how it sounds. Now, I could be wrong. I'll be the first one to say, look, you want to say I'm wrong? Point it out. Say I'm wrong. I'm all for it. You know, I'm humble enough to understand when I'm wrong. But if it's something misjudged, especially from a character who is one of my favorite Marvel, actually, he's my really the favorite Marvel character. I'm not really super big on the other characters. So Spider-Man has always been like the one I've grown up with. So of course I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I have a soft spot for Spider-Man regardless of what media he's in, good, bad, in between. I give it the benefit of the doubt. Look, you could say I'm being a fanboy or you could say I'm being biased, but that's not my intention. But if that's the the position that anybody wants to take with this, then hey, look, you can go based on your assumptions whether they're right or wrong. That's why we're human at the end of the day. But Frit, all I ask is that before you cover a topic or attempt to post on it, at least delve deeper than just surface level screenshots or just going with the crowd. You know, if there's one thing on YouTube that we do not need is people fostering other people with these mindsets. I mean, just look at the toxic parts of all gaming communities that get fostered because of things like this. So, I mean, it is what it is. I take it you probably just won't care, which is fine. I could care less. That's why I'm only making this short video just to, give you a correction here or there. But anyway, that's all I really got to say, everybody. Be sure to like, subscribe, favorite. Stay tuned for the next video, live stream, and anything I have coming forward. See you all next time, and enjoy the holidays.